What's going on, guys? This is Jim from Disc Golf Brah, here with my special guest, Kyle Moriarty, a.k.a. Wads, a.k.a. Mr. Smush. Kyle, what's going on?
Oh, I am smushing every day, man.
We're here at the 2021 Oak-Tober Fest in Gill, Massachusetts at Oak Ridge. Awesome course. Foliage is popping. Let's go ahead and take a look at our scores after round one.
We will introduce you to the top four, but some other good showcase. We have Jerry Showman at 9 down, Ryan Begley 8 down, Gillis McDougal at 7 down, Nathan Barron Silverin at 7 down, Riley Douglas at 6, and Ben Drogue at 5.
Just an awesome card. Let's go ahead and meet our lead card. At minus 11, we got Dylan Capaccioli. We've seen him on coverage. He's a firecracker.
Yeah, we got Marky Chapalonis in 10 down, Athol, Massachusetts, 993 rated, just bought a bus to go on tour.
There we go. Dylan Adjutant, Dylan number 2 at minus 10, all the way from New Hampshire. This guy had a long day. Let's check him out.
And rounding us out, we got negative 10, Andres Ripley out of Sharon, Massachusetts, 970 rated. Watch out for him.
Watch out for him for sure. That'll bring us to hole 5. This is our starting hole for these guys. Hole 5, par 5, 938. This one's a beauty. How do you tackle this one, Kyle?
Oh, you just throw it as far as you can once, twice, and then make some sort of a simple upshot or maybe even a putt. But you got to watch out for the OB left, right, and behind.
Your voice is on point for this commentary. I'm excited. First up, we got Dylan. He's going to rip on this Huck Lab Halo Destroyer. What a combo.
Absolutely. You know he is just reaching back and give this everything, coming out on touch of Anheuser, getting that full flex, really pushing it out there.
Turned around our chase camera multiple times in this round, but that was number 1.
Absolutely. And Marky is certainly no slouch when it comes to throwing some distant shots. Unfortunately, doesn't get quite over on this one.
Love the disc matching the sweatshirt, though. That's prime.
Oh, it's next level. You always know Marky's down for throwing those colorfuls out there.
Dylan A ripping on a Wraith here. He throws a lot of Wraith, a lot of Innova. Big fan, obviously, by the hoodie.
Yeah, you know, the Wraith is such a good disc, you know, for a lot of players that are out there that, you know, you don't quite get enough of the Destroyer, so Wraith goes a little bit further.
Got our first view at a lefty here.
That's always fun.
Also throwing on a Wraith.
Team Tank Wraith.
Team Tank just pulls it a little bit right down behind that tree, but, you know, up and down.
Yeah, that's a common mistake. As long as you're not going OB, you're not really finding too much trouble. You should still be able to get up and down, maybe even kind of score a birdie here.
Went over to that Halo Wraith for that nice flick out there. That's a good one. So Dylan going back to that same Wraith. This hole seems easy. It looks easy, right? It's like right in front of you, but...
Yeah, there's not much in the way of getting it. It's just making sure you're controlling your shots and not leaking off to the sides. Like pushing over to that OB is kind of inexcusable. You're really not looking for that. And then when you're trying to push too much, you bring in that right side OB, which is very hard to find. But if you're really asking too much, getting too aggressive, you can get there.
Yeah, Marky going back to that Rive there. That'll do.
Absolutely.
He was kind of stuck behind that tree, but that was a good kind of out there. So this is where Dylan landed. Was an absolute crush.
Yeah, his second shot, I think he wanted to get a little bit more over that instead of just throwing pure hyzer. But he could just be playing it safe. First hole of the second round, making sure he can give himself a simple bird.
That's an eagle look for sure, but yeah, good rip. Here's Andre's up shot.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll putt.
Yep. A little awkward footing there on that side hill. Puts it probably to 35, 40.
Love the design of these courses on these golf courses. It's like always a death putt. The basket is always at the end of the green with a rollaway behind.
Absolutely. Almost every single basket here is on some sort of a slope or some sort of OB right around it. Really makes you think about these putts you're running, just like this one.
Good run there.
Andres, nice little stepper, laying it up, walking away with the par.
Dylan lining up an eagle here. Good run.
Yep. See, and there's that sloped away green. You can't quite give it a full commit, but just a little bit. Oh, Marky.
Marky maybe a little excited. Unfortunate roll. He didn't deserve that.
Oh, that's brutal. Those Marky Chap blend EMAC judges doing them dirty. Oh, my.
But he's like, I'd rather putt from further away. This was more fun.
Yeah, I mean, pars are cool. What a great save, though. That's incredible. First hole of the day, first big putt.
There you go. Dylan, a nice easy birdie.
Yep, very nice. You can just see how far that does roll away from you.
Definitely one of those holes where distance helps. I mean, Dylan made that hole look pretty easy.
Absolutely.
Andres tapping in for his par there. So good start out of these guys. Hole 5. It's a challenging first hole to start. That'll bring us to hole 6, par 3, 250. This one's a shorty, but I like this hole a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a very clear line to get to the pin, but you have a lot of danger around there where you can go OB up short to the right, you can go OB deep, and a lot of rollaways because it's on a slope.
Yeah, I love this course.
Well, there's Dylan. FD3, Doombird, forehand. I mean, his bread and butter. Gets a little caught up, but look at this nice roll. Will it check up?
Yeah, this looked great from the tee box. We thought it was parked, and unfortunately had a nice long journey down the hill. I
am so sorry to see that.
Marky trying to learn from that. Ended up going a little too short there.
Yeah, this tee box is a little rough. It's a little uphill. You can see you can tee off to the side, so you can definitely mess up your footing, which will mess up your throw. Dylan says, "No, I don't need that," and I'll throw up a nice one right to circle's edge.
Yeah, made a nice adjustment there with a criminal. Just lovely.
This is a perfect lefty hole. Go straight, play off that road, and check up, stop. Okay.
Yeah, really rode that road there. No pun. Here's an upshot out of Marky, and he thought he had this. This looked really good.
Ah, it's perfect.
There you go.
That's how you know you're doing all right. We can mess up your tee shot, but still get up and down, save the par from almost just as far as the tee.
So Dylan looking to chop out here, and just sticks perfectly.
Wow. I would love to see that from another angle, too. That was amazing.
That was great. Dylan lining up a long birdie putt.
That's why I wanted to.
And this was money.
Great putt, great commitment, nice pace out of the hand.
Let's go ahead and take another look at this one. Lovely out of the hand.
That is what you dream of at night, folks.
Great putt there out of Dylan.
Let's see if Andres can match that.
Putting with a Luna here.
Yes.
There we go.
Perfect pace, great height, dead center. Great putt, Andres.
Yeah, these guys are really chopping up these holes. Two, I would say, good pars out of these two guys as well. A little scramble out of Dylan. That's great. That'll bring us to hole 7, par 4, 847, slightly downhill, but this is a bomber. This is a good one.
This is a gorgeous hole. This downhill tee shot is so dangerous because sometimes you don't quite feel how strong this wind is coming up off the road. OB down to the right in that short pond, which most of these players should not even mess with. But once you can get up to this flat, you have to approach this pin who's on a green or a slope. So you're really going to make sure you control your distance on either your second or third shot.
Dylan ripping on a wraith here. Looking for a little turn. There we go.
Yeah, maybe a touch high out of the hand, but it should work out just fine. Maybe end up right on that side slope.
What are you throwing here, Kyle, with this?
I would normally go with a destroyer and just let it hit hard, and if it turns a little bit from the wind, great. Otherwise, just try to get onto the flat. That's really your ideal landing zone.
Like that. Andres throwing another wraith. I think he bags 3 different wraiths here. That'll work.
Yeah, he's a big wraith guy.
Dylan going back to that destroyer.
Yeah, and that's a great height coming out of his hand. Nice turn. Oh, it must have flipped a little bit.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think there was a little more wind than these guys thought. Because Marky kind of does a similar thing here. Gets pushed hard to the right.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, and, you know, there's no Mando. That's another fairway over there to the right. So you can play up that fairway, but you just don't want to because you can't access the basket as well.
Andres going wraith here to yet again another rollaway green, but that's good.
Yep, that he should be able to just get his par.
Look at that Marky signature evader.
I love it. Gotta love seeing all these great locals getting some good signature discs, getting some funds.
Yeah, bag one of those. Those are great.
Yeah, so you see Dylan there. He was on that slope, which makes your footing real tricky. Can't quite see the basket. And he throws a great shot. Gonna be a little out of range, probably.
Yeah, a little more than he wanted there with that rollaway, but he'll run it. Dylan just looking to get close here, but plays it aggressive as Dylan does.
Yep, that's Dylan right there.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Give himself a putt.
Excuse the bug on the camera there. Good putt out of Dylan.
Yeah. Yeah, nice safe run without blowing past it and going down that slope.
Andres goes a lot to the step putt here. And he went for it. I got to give him credit. He does that a lot throughout the round.
Absolutely. You know, he's an aggressive player. I've played with him a couple times, and he loves running putts. Oh, yes.
Great birdie.
Great commitment. Great putt. Dylan knew that was a big one.
Now Marky's got to match that. Second band of the day, unfortunately, but that sits. I thought that was going to roll away.
Yeah, you can see that one lifted up kind of mid-flight, which is definitely a big indicator that it's windy. If Marky's putts are lifting up, it's a problem.
Yeah, you see that there with Andres as well.
Yeah.
Dylan's like, no wind for me, please.
Yep. Yeah, when you just put them in, the wind is just, you know, not
so
a
much
big
easier.
deal.
Unfortunate bogey there for Andres. That'll bring us to hole 8, par 4, 572. We have out of bounds on the left-hand side. How do you play this hole, Kyle?
Just another power backhand hyzer. Just give yourself a good position where you're not messing with the out of bounds, and give yourself a nice long upshot on this uphill. It definitely plays a lot further than that 572.
Dylan says, I throw this disc pretty far. I'm going to give it another whirl.
Absolutely, and he's going to easily clear the OB on the left side. Doesn't mess with the OB pond. He's in a great spot looking right at the basket uphill.
Yeah, that's prime. Dylan A going back to his Wraith here.
Ooh, that has to sit down because that's getting close.
Fortunately, just kind of went right over the line out of bounds.
Marky commits to the line and the shot. Puts a great move on this disc. Great shot, Mark.
Great shot. Makes the adjustment, sees the out of bounds.
Yeah. Lefty, nice and easy, throwing it towards the OB, fading away from it. He doesn't seem like he's got the power to really reach the pond, so he doesn't have to worry about that. This shot is nice.
A little yanked out of his hand. He said he didn't love it, but that'll putt again.
Yeah, it's putting.
Now we can see Dylan where Dylan's landed. It's unfortunate.
Just barely.
Inches.
That grass was just a little bit longer. But now he's got this nice little over the OB shot again to get to the pin, which shouldn't be too hard. You know, most pro players should be able to execute a shot like this.
Start it right at Bradley or Catch Cam with the blue pants. Start it right at him and faded it back.
He
shot.
makes himself a great target out there. Marky just hyzer spiking this in right to around 20 feet.
Yeah, great shot there.
That's a zone out of Dylan upshot. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, chalking it up. Going back to that step putt again. And one of those is going to fall, I'm sure, this round. That was a great look.
Oh, absolutely. When you get enough of them going, you get that feel. Great par save from Dylan.
Big par save. Love to see that when someone goes out of bounds, makes the adjustment, focuses in, gets the par.
Absolutely. It's definitely one you want to be getting that par on.
Marky goes a little high there.
It counts, Mark. That's exactly what he's saying. Hey, it's in, it counts, doesn't matter. I hit the band and it's in.
Gives a little fist bump to the basket there. Love it.
Dylan, it's the non-band birdie. Showing Marky another way to do it.
Nice par out of Andres there. These guys are playing some great golf.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to bring us to hole 9, par 3, 263. This hole's funky. A couple different lines you can go.
Yeah, you can either attack it from the right side or the left side. I think the right side's a little bit more open, a little bit more of the true line. The left side, you kind of have to miss some stuff. Basket's guarded up in the cluster of these old, mature trees. Absolutely great position. Great hole.
Yeah, really cool layout. Dylan's going back to that trusty zone here.
Yeah, why not? He just parked up the uphill shot with this thing. Hangs it a little bit right, gets a little caught up, but he's still putting.
Yeah, hard to see the basket from here, but that'll putt a little longer than he wants. Same with Marky. Catches that tree early.
Yeah, and you can definitely get some rollaways on this sloped green. Hit a tree, hit a weird angle on the ground.
You going forehand or backhand on this hole?
I go backhand. I'm usually throwing, nice overstable mid, just like a lot of what I think a lot of these players are envisioning the shot to be. But you really have to throw it a little bit harder than you think, especially because you have an uphill area to run it into. So really commit to the shot. Really throw it on a line. It's like Andres threw a Sexton Firebird.
Yeah, Sexton. I think that was a 2016. I was looking at it the whole round. It was pretty.
Yeah, it's either 2016 or 2017, I think he was saying. But a great putt from Dylan there. Sorry to take away from that and talk about Sexton Firebirds, but that was a great birdie.
Talking about Firebirds, Dylan's on fire. He's heating up.
Right, absolutely. Marky matches it right there, which is what he needs to do, being down by 3 strokes right now.
Dylan says, hey, we can do the same thing on this side, you know.
Ooh, we are putting here, folks. Wow.
Yeah, great putt. Andres, a lot of pressure on him to get this Brah frame, star frame, Brah frame.
Yes.
There we go.
That's the first one. First Brah frame.
Could be the first Brah frame in the history of coverage, and I'll take it. That was lovely. That's going to bring us to hole 10, par 3, 263. Got to be thinking ace here, right?
Oh, this is probably the most aceable hole. It's right there for you. The basket's lifted up, framed up in between these 2 trees. You hit the line. You can go forehand, backhand, straight at it, hyzer spikes. Anything you want, you got it here.
Dylan making sure with his card members that he can stand by that flag, which he can, which is kind of off the tee pad. Just confirming there, and this is another great shot.
Absolutely. He plays the skip right up to it perfectly.
And Marky didn't follow Dylan, unfortunately, and slips on that tee pad, and he's going to pay for it, unfortunately. Kind of off by those reeds.
Yeah, this is definitely a hole where it comes down to you have to take the 2 here. You're losing a stroke on most of the field by taking a 3.
Nice shot, man.
Just because of how a shot like that where you hit the bucket.
There's that Firebird again. And unfortunately, I think that's a little too much on this hole. Puts him right behind that tree, kind of a weird angle.
Yeah, the putts when you're not quite framed up and lined up perfectly with that basket, as you can see there, you got to get creative.
Yeah. Yeah, did he throw that upside down?
I couldn't tell. He might have.
I'm just realizing that. now.
He is a lefty, so they do things a little bit different.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a nice birdie out of Dylan, par out of Marky. He wanted that birdie for sure.
Yeah, definitely expect to see four birdies out of a lead card MPO situation.
100%. That's going to bring us to hole 11, par 3, 355. Excuse me, this hole's great. Another roll away on the back.
Absolutely. Just absolute danger if you're going past the pin, either in the air or on a putt. Shapes up great for a forehand or a nice little slow turn backhand.
Unfortunately, got a little over on this FD3 and almost hit Brad, our camera guy.
Oh.
You can go ahead and do that next time. Just go hit him.
Yeah.
Dylan, this looks like a great line out of his hand.
Yeah, that's nice. If it gets the legs. See, he's looking at a death putt from 45.
Yeah, that's scary. Marky says, that was okay, but check this out. This is how you do it.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And he just walks towards it.
Right, he's trying to walk it in or walk off, but there's somebody else behind him on the tee. Andre's throwing Wraith. Look at that flex. Come on, fight back.
Yeah, I think the wind out there unfortunately pushed it a little left, but
he's coming back up towards the pin, which is not a bad place to be running it from.
Mm-hmm.
Nice layup there from Dylan.
Scary putt there. Luckily, it checks up right on the back side of the hill.
That's a weird checkup there, Jim.
Yeah, weird checkup, but he'll take it. Could have been a lot worse, I think.
Yeah, that was a smart play. This is save par for Andres.
A little low, unfortunately.
Beautiful drive from Marky.
Birdie. There we go.
Good connection. That, a 2 here is definitely almost a stroke on the field, as you see the scores here. It is not an easy bird to get.
Not at all. Andres got to refocus a little after that bogey, but scores are kind of up and down in the opening holes here. That's going to bring us to hole 12, par 3, 219. This is a shorty. We expect a star frame here, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. Just, another hole that anybody can basically throw a backhand hyzer spike or forehand hyzer spike as a lefty to 200 feet.
That's, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Come on, you're hitting the pin.
Dylan goes a little wider, maybe a little higher, looking to spike it in there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just throw it. Hopefully you hit the trees to knock it down right there.
This hole's simple, but you can make some mistakes for sure.
Oh, very easy to mess this one up. Oh, unless you're these guys.
Just a lovely scatter plot going on. And a lefty forehand.
A little lower.
Yeah,
But it gets
there's
to
that
skip.
Firebird.
Everybody's within 15 feet. Great job.
Easy hole. This is one of the quicker holes that we'll see on this coverage. Yeah, great job out of these guys. Another Brah frame.
The Brah frame!
Love to see it. That's going to bring us to one of the more difficult holes, hole 13, par 3, 324. I would say wooded is a good term.
This is a drastic difference from pretty much almost every other hole in the course. Now you have to miss some trees. I haven't found a defined true fairway yet on this hole. So basically step up and try to throw something on an angle, let it kind of flex out a little bit, and hopefully you miss some trees.
Yeah, hard to even see that drone fly through. This looked like a really good line out of Marky. And kind of fights through. That's going to putt.
Yeah, he pushed something that wasn't quite flexing hard enough. Dylan going the inside forehand line, just keeps it a little low.
He said he was happy with it. It was a little low, but yeah, he's up there.
Yep, hitting a line is always a successful mark right there.
That shot was not even that good.
I think this is going to be a little bit early in the back side of this fairway. That's going to be a very tricky upshot.
And I thought this looked really good out of Andre's late tree, fortunately.
Yeah, there's those shots that just look so good that just find a tree somewhere.
Pretty sure someone niced him on the tee. It might have been me, but I hope not.
Oh, definitely not you.
And that was just a little too overstable out of Dylan. You need a little more angle. Other Dylan was like, here's the angle.
Check this out.
Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful shot.
Everyone was asking him why he did that. They're like, why didn't you just do a nice backhand? But he wanted the challenge, I think.
Yeah, Dylan definitely loves to lean on his forehand. He's a forehand dominant player.
Yeah, there's those tiny trees that you kind of miss. Marky trying to do a little trick shot through the limbs here. Oh.
Yeah, Marky, we saw it off the tree. Almost went in, but didn't.
Good run. Really good run.
Yeah,
He called it as he did it, too.
Yeah. Tough bogey for Dylan A. Good par for Andres. Good par for Marky. And Dylan putting with the wrong disc.
And there you have it. That's going to bring us to the end of 9 holes. We got Dylan at minus 17. We have Jerry Showman on the chase card, minus 16. Mark Chapalonis, minus 14. Gillis McDougall also on the chase card, minus 13. What do you think after this front 9?
Wow. It is... I mean, this is anyone's game right now. Dylan at 17 down. He's only gotten 6 birdies after 9 holes. Jerry is at 16 down, so I forget what he was at, but he is absolutely slaying right now. He is on a heater. He is making a charge, and you know he's feeling confident. He plays this course a lot. I think this is his home course now, so Jerry is just ready to rip it.
Setting the stage for the back 9 for sure. Thanks for joining us, guys. Check us out on the back 9. Kyle, we'll see you in the back 9.
Yeah.